Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the BFS Fishing Channel. And in this video, we're going to be going over some news regarding reels. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get into everything. So the first piece of news that I want to share with you guys is that I do have another video coming out on the Haibo Arise Air very soon. This is going to be more of like a short-term review, and in that video I'll basically go over a laundry list of things that I have found about this reel, both good and bad. There's going to be one fix for people who have a potential issue which doesn't really affect the performance at all, and then there's going to be a piece of news about this reel which I think will be kind of interesting to some people. And you can also see that I swapped out the handles because I could not stand these little tiny handle knobs. So I went ahead and broke one down, and I also found the bearing size. So I'll have all that information in the video, as well as a bunch of questions and answers to your guys' comments from the two previous Haibo Arise Air videos. So I'm gonna kind of, it'll be like a informational vomit of sorts. Anyways, so that's the first piece of news that I have for you guys. And now we're going to go to some screen grabs where I'll share some more news about BFS reels that are coming out. Okay guys, this is the reel, or one of the reels that I wanted to talk to you about aside from the Arise Air. And this is going to be the Qingyu FF0130S. What's interesting is that this reel was actually announced this year at the Shanghai International Boat Show, where a whole bunch of other CDM reels were announced, along with the KastKing iReel, which I put out some shorts, YouTube shorts on. The Haibo Arise Air was actually announced there as well. What interested me was the specs. Now, I had no idea that the price would come in at $202.43, but it looks like it's coming in with some different specs. So it's got a 7.3 to 1 gear ratio, and then there's also an 8.2 to 1 gear ratio. It does have 11 plus 1 ball bearings, and we're gonna just go ahead and take a little bit of a look at the informational material. So I think what this means is that they are able to cast a 1 gram lure 20 meters. It's a little bit cryptic, but that's what I would assume. And then there's just some beauty shots of it. There's some, informational product info here. And they give you some schematics of the reel, which is kind of interesting. So it's a magnesium alloy frame. It comes in at a 125 gram weight. And what's really, really interesting about this is the weight of the spool is only 3.4 grams. It's an aluminum spool. It is a shaftless spool design, and they're saying that it'll be able to cast from a range from 1 to 12 grams. I'm not really sure what this is right here. They're saying that this is a FFL2 level. I'm wondering if they're going to come out, or they're planning on coming out with additional reels that are at these other two levels here. But yeah, they have some schematics on this product page on AliExpress, and I'll put the link to this in the description below so that you guys can go ahead and see. I won't put an affiliate link because I'm not sure that anybody really wants to spend another $200 on a kind of unknown brand and unknown reel as well. But I thought it was worth mentioning because of the specs alone purely are quite good. Anyway, so let's go down a little bit more. So they've got 3-dimensional schematic cutaway diagram of where all the bearings are, and they look to be like they're in all of the right places. They do mention that these are HSB or high-speed bearings for the spool, and I'm not sure what they mean by that. It'd be really interesting to see what they're talking about. SCR are probably your standard stainless steel shielded bearings, maybe with some sort of anti-corrosion coating on them. And then of course you have a one-way anti-reverse clutch bearing. It looks like the main gear and the pinion are supported in all of the right places. So you've got pinion supported on 2 places as well as the main gear. So that is great. And then here is the magnesium body, and they're showing you a little bit about the metallurgy of their magnesium alloy, which is kind of interesting because they're showing you the crystalline structure of their magnesium alloy compared to the other brand. So pretty interesting there. And then there's just some additional cool features about this reel. So you've got this maintenance window, wire drainage. I'm not really sure what wire drainage is. I guess it has to do with water coming off of your line, which I don't think that's ever really been a problem for me. But then it's supposedly sealed in some way to keep your main gear dry and not wet, which is good if you're doing salt. You know, I'm kind of hesitant to recommend magnesium reels in a salt environment anyways to begin with. But yeah, that's one of the very interesting reels that I thought. So the Qingyu FF01 30S. Okay, so the next reel I am extremely excited about, and this is a round profile reel that was just, well, it hasn't been announced at all really, just kind of we've got some little video clips here and there of this reel. And what this reel is a iFishBand round profile reel. So from what I've been told, this reel will be announced very, very soon. And I do have a little bit of insider information. So I know what the spool weight is going to be. I know what the asking price is going to be. And that's pretty much it. That's all I know about this reel. And I can't disclose that information yet, but I will say that when this reel is announced, I think that people will be very, very, very excited. So you can just see from this video here, basically, this is one of their internal testers, I guess, and he's using a 1.4 gram lure, a little spoon, and he's just test casting. From what my wife translated to me, basically what he's doing is he's able to cast about 25 meters with this 1.4 gram lure. So that's all the line he has on his spool, and he basically uses it all up. So that's pretty impressive for a round profile reel. Pretty impressive for any reel, actually. So that's actually not the only news that's coming out of iFishBand. So apparently they are coming out with two other products. One is going to be in a low profile reel. I have zero information on that. So I'll be very excited to see what they do with their new low profile entry. But yeah, exciting things coming out of iFishBand very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. As soon as they drop any news on this, I will try to get a video out right away on this. And maybe I'll be able to get a copy of this very, very soon. So I'm super hyped up on this reel. Okay, so that is the iFishBand round reel. And the next piece of news actually has to do with a JDM reel. So today, apparently the store plat.co.jp, they actually got stock of the 2023 Conquest BFS. And if you didn't have a pre-order, you could have actually ordered a copy of this reel. It was announced on their Instagram page here, and there were a few left-hand HG variants. I guess there's some XG variants in there too. It looks like, judging from the boxes, some reels were available for purchase. So very, very cool that they started fulfilling their orders for this reel. And so I just wanted to show you the website. They are asking 53,100 yen, and just to convert that to dollars, 53,100, and that comes out to $395.72. Yeah, so pretty cool. It's not a reel that I'm going to be reviewing, but I do have a good friend of mine who has one on order, has one shipping, and he should be getting his soon, very, very soon. And so as soon as he gets his and puts out a video on it, I will go ahead and link his video on the channel somewhere. And then the last piece of news is this. This is just a reminder that the Daiwa SSR-TW is supposed to be coming out this month. Now, I was told by plat.co.jp that they would be coming out with the reel sometime towards the end of the month. So hopefully we'll be getting this reel in very, very soon. I do have a pre-order for this. My expectations are kind of all over the place. I feel like it will be a good reel. I don't know how good of a reel it'll be, but yeah, very excited to see what the KTF spool is like and what their updated MagForce braking system is all about, because that's kind of what the claim to fame for this reel is going to be. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video, guys. So hopefully it's not too long of a video. And I know that maybe a few of you guys are waiting for that Haibo Arise Air video that's going to come out, and hopefully I'll get that out sooner rather than later. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you guys liked what you saw here and you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. It really helps me keep the channel going, gives me a lot of motivation. I'm really, really thankful and really appreciative and really just kind of overwhelmed, I guess, at the community that's kind of growing on the channel. It's been great talking to each and every one of you guys who comment. So thank you to each and every one of you guys. And it's, yeah, there are things that you guys talk about that I would have never thought about. So yeah, again, thank you guys for being a part of the channel. Thank you for being a part of the community. And with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.